Kermit the Frog was wrong. He was famous for once saying, I guess the image is not,
Not up?
it's,
It was, huh?
yeah, there we go. He was famous for once saying, it is not easy to be green. He even elaborated by saying that people tend to pass you over because you're not standing out like flashy sparkles in the water or stars in the sky. Well, I'm here tonight to tell you that it is easy to be green. And that's partially because I love the color green. I drove here tonight in my green car, which is a Honda Civic. I brushed my teeth with a green toothbrush. My favorite pair of shorts to sleep in is green. I just realized I got a green water bottle here tonight. And even if you email me, my email address is b.green. And I even wear green all summer as a park ranger at Crater Lake National Park. And park rangers even jokingly call ourselves the green and gray. Now, when we think about conservation or environmental issues, we tend to think of them as green issues because it reminds us of a lush forest meadow or a mountain meadow in nature. And most people try to act green by recycling, not littering, or paying attention, or not paying attention to green issues. However, most people have a hard time going beyond those green basics because they feel like they're going to have to buy a hybrid car, buy organic fruits and vegetables, or even weatherize their home, which they consider all these things to be just too expensive or time-consuming. Well, I'm here tonight to tell you that making changes to reduce your home energy costs is green. Green is green because it saves you a whole lot of cash. And our friend Kermit the Frog is wrong. It is easy and fun to be green. Let's start with your light bulbs. Who here has actually changed the light bulbs in their house? Now, why do you do that? Change your light bulbs from the old style incandescent light bulbs to the newer style compact fluorescent light bulbs. And I'm going to refer to the compact fluorescent light bulbs, if it's okay with you, as CFLs, compact fluorescent light bulbs. Now, why do you change them from the old style to the newer style here? Well, first of all, the CFLs last 10 times longer than the old style regular light bulbs. CFLs are 75% more energy efficient than the regular standard light bulbs. And also, CFLs produce less heat, so they can help you save on those air conditioning costs in the summer. And if you replace just 3 of your most frequently used light bulbs in your house with CFLs, you can save about $60 a year. And I got that from HomeDepot.com, that statistic there. Now, my other suggestions come from the October 2010 issue of Consumer Reports, which talked about 7 ways to slash your energy bills, which we're going to talk about here tonight. Number 1, Consumer Reports first talked about adjusting your TV mode from retail mode to home mode. On your TV remote at home, you should have an audio-visual button, and if you toggle, you should be able to find a retail mode versus the home mode. Now, what is that? When the manufacturer ships the TV to the department store, it's in the retail mode because the store lights are really harsh in the TV. So it's a brighter picture to make the TV sell better. However, when you go home, your house is much darker, so you can have that home mode and still get a great picture. And if you switch that mode, you're going to save about $45 a year. Number 2, pay a qualified heating and cooling pro to seal and insulate heating and cooling ducts that run throughout your home. This could save your household, the average American household, about $400 a year. Number 3, unplug those voltage vampires, such as your DVD player, your microwave, your computer, your TV, your cell phone charger, and even that Hello Kitty toaster that Rob Van Winkle proudly uses each day. Why do you unplug your TV? Well, your TV alone draws 10 to 20% of its power when you think it's off. What you want to do is you want to pull out all your plugs and your appliances whenever possible. plug them into a power strip with surge protection. And if you do this, your household, the average American household, can save about $125 a year. Number 3, stop pre-rinsing dishes before you put them in the dishwasher. Most of our dishwashers are well strong enough to handle the grime, and if you do this, you can save around $75 a year. Number 4, wash your clothes in cold water. And if you're really worried about those tough stains, it sounds like a commercial, doesn't it? But if you're worried about those tough stains, Consumer Reports recommends using 2 Ultra X Tide with cold water. And even if this detergent costs twice as much as your regular laundry detergent, your net savings is going to be about $60 a year. Number 6, lower your water heater from 130 degrees to 120 degrees. This will save you around $15 a year. And their final suggestion is insulate your attic, basement, and other key areas. Your household, if they do that, average American household could save around $191 a year. Now, if you add up all these tips from Consumer Reports, plus replacing 3 of your light bulbs, you could save around $971 a year. Now, what could you do with $971 a year? You can come visit me next July at Crater Lake National Park. Or if you don't want to wait till next July, because I know if you're like me, you love to travel, this January you could travel to Hawaii, like where this picture is taken. Travel to Florida, Cancun, Bahamas, or visit Nilsa's family in Panama. And I've heard all those places are a lot more green than St. Louis is in January. Now I know what you're thinking. Brian, I have no time to weatherize my house right now, especially with the holidays coming. Well, think about it like this. Your neighbor may be doing this already. I read an article last year in climatecentral.org by Nicole Heller. Her article was called To Save Energy, Utilities Tap into Our Competitive Instincts. About a year ago, Nicole and her husband got a bill from the electric utility out in Palo Alto, California, compared her to about 100 of her neighbors, and they were ranked 23rd. And they were ranked in the good category, above average, but at least 22 of their neighbors were in the great category. When they realized that some of their neighbors are saving electricity, are actually saving money on their energy bill, they immediately got out their caulking gun that had been gathering dust for a couple of years, started weatherizing their home, and they noticed in their next bill they were saving about $50 a month. They were bumped up in the great category, about saving about $600 a year. Now, if you decide not to weatherize your home, keep in mind that your neighbor may be thumbing their nose at you, telling you that you stink, calling you an energy hog, because you know, Howard, that green is green. Saves you a whole lot of cash. And as we talk about here tonight, our friend Kermit the Frog is wrong. It is easy and fun to be green. Mr. Toastmaster.